Hello, ladies. It is that time of the day where you get on your favorite sofa with a glass of wine and enjoy as we talk about everything ladies on the Ladies Lounge on UTV Africa. My name is Blessing Okebe, and this is where we have untamed and uncensored conversations about we ladies. So we talk about these issues that have been going on in our head. They are pro, they are me, but the ones that you'll not be able to tell your friends or your parents. We have those kind of conversations right here on the Ladies Lounge. And you know now, I don't do this alone. Come on. I have two smart, beautiful, gorgeous ladies with me in the studio today. Hello.
Hi there, I'm Tutu Lawson.
And I am Yvonne Paul.
And my name, like I said, is Blessing Okebe. Now, just as you can see, Tutu, she's serious right now. That means we have a very serious...
We are here for serious business.
We are here for serious business. We have a very serious topic. Forget that I'm smiling. This is a topic that is dear to each and every of our hearts here. And I'm talking about sexual harassment. Okay, I'm talking about sexual harassment, and not just sexual harassment from people in authority. So you can see that this is a serious conversation that we have right here on our hands, and we'll dive right into it just after the short break. Don't go anywhere.
It's bold, it's real, is where women speak their truth.
My head of department. He was someone that everybody in College of Health Sciences will tell you that as I come up for this squad, they come back with gun for this man.
Was that bad?
Welcome to Ladies Lounge, the show where real African women talk about real issues, love, career, family, and everything in between. Every week, 3 incredible women share their stories, their laughter, and their honest takes on life.
I saw all of them as predators.
The height of it for me was my cousin.
So is it possible to completely move on?
I believe in karma a lot. Anyhow you do me, I have solution for all your problems.
Join Blessing, Yvonne, and Tutu as they dive into conversations that are bold, heartfelt, and absolutely unfiltered. Catch Ladies Lounge only on UTV Africa. Ladies Lounge, bringing Africa's real stories to life.
Okay, you are welcome back to the Ladies Lounge on UTV Africa. And just before we went on that short break, I told you what we are going to be talking about today. It's a very serious topic, I tell you. It's one that I think that we really should talk about our different experiences, talk about what we think. And we're talking about sexual harassment from especially people in authority. Now, this conversation is one that, because I believe that at least 5 to 7 ladies out of 10 have been sexually harassed.
Yeah.
By people in authority. So it can be as a student, maybe by your lecturers, it can be maybe in your workplace, it can be a family member, because this reminds me of a story where a friend of mine told me that she works for a family member, her uncle, who is married. So she was, let me help my family member now. So her uncle took her in to work in his company. Only for a few months to pass by, and he is trying to have sex with this girl.
Oh.
He's married. And when she's trying to resist, he's blackmailing her that he'll tell her auntie to throw her out of the house, that he can't do anything. So I think this is a conversation that we should talk about. Don't you think, ladies?
Of course I do. I am very, very emotional and sensational about this topic because I've been sexually abused on all levels. From family, I was sexually abused by my cousin, lecturers, employers, on all levels, actually. Yes. And I can't wait to actually hear our thoughts on all of this. And of course, we should actually also talk about the aftermath of all these things, right?
Yeah.
Because there is this stigma
that
comes with it. I got over it because that is my thinking. I know how to get over things because I know that there is no situation that is actually permanent, right? You get over things, right? But the height of it for me was my cousin. It's actually like an uncle. right? And I mean, just because I was at his disposal, I was in his house, and then he thought that, I mean, this was the perfect time for him to do whatever I wanted to do. And trust me, I definitely had to leave, right? But then what happens after all of this, right? So, I mean, when we go down to lecturers, I mean, sex for grades and all of that, I think this is one thing that that is actually seen as a very, very conversation that should not actually be spoken
Yeah, we've
about.
heard of the sex for grades.
Exactly,
One time.
which is very wrong. But I had a very different approach to all of these things, right? I mean, when I see a personal experience now, when I see a lecturer is trying to like get close to me, I mean, the shape is there. I can't hide it at the end of the day. Like I told you, I would not try to wear baggy clothes.
And you shouldn't.
Exactly. So what I do, I put them in the daddy zone.
You daddy zone them.
Do you
yes,
get?
that's really
Oh
smart.
my God, daddy, good afternoon, sir.
And
I
then-
know what he's trying to do, and you know,
it now makes them feel guilty if they try to do otherwise.
do you understand?
Yes.
There are some who wouldn't actually feel guilty.
Yes.
Trust me, I went through 3 experiences like that. 2 of them were, you know, they backed out, and the other one, this one even came in with church. See,
So it's not. It happens in the church as well.
of course,
It does. I don't even know what to say at the time. Immediately I heard you say you went through that. Like, I'm broken. I feel so bad for you because I've been able to speak with a few girls who will tell you they don't want to go there. They don't want to talk about it. So for you to even come up and say this, it's very, very therapeutic.
Takes a lot of courage.
Yes.
actually, I mean, I've
Like
just gone past
you've
it.
grown past that,
course.
then you've accepted it.
Definitely,
You understand?
I mean,
And I believe that someone out there should also pick up this and then. But I would
Definitely.
also, in the course of this program,
Conversation.
I wanted to tell them how you got there. For me, sex for grades. I went to school at a very tender age, and then there's this man. I don't know if I can forgive him.
University or
University, because I didn't get to even do defense in project.
wow.
Yes.
Was that bad?
My head of department. He was someone that everybody in Faculty of Medicine, in College of Health Sciences will tell you that if I pass, as I come up for this squad, they come back with gun for this man. Wow.
interesting.
Yes. So right now I'm the vice president of my university alumni, and he's lucky that he's no longer there. Because one of the reasons why I said I was going to contest for that election was to get back to him. Too many, he doesn't just go out for the girls, for the guys too. If you're with a girl that he likes, he's coming for you. You won't graduate. I didn't know. He told me that I personally requested for you as my project student. I said, you did lie. I was ready to stay in school for 10 years. Yes, because I wasn't going to give in to that. So for that reason, the full set of students he was supervising, none of us defended project. Look, this is actually a testimony how I even graduated. You know, like 3 years after, he saw one of my classmates and said, please tell Yvonne to come and do clearance. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So these things happen.
Very true.
Lecturers and people in authority actually, all the time they want to take advantage. I was very little. I came to school, and then what do you even find in me? Why don't you see me as your daughter?
Your daughter.
And then you want, what do you want from me?
I mean, even seeing me as a student, I don't think you should actually want to take advantage of me.
Do you understand?
Because I am there to learn, I'm there to better my life. If there's anything you're doing, it's trying to improve me. So about the lecturer that came in with a churchy notion to start with, and I started terming him as, oh, my school daddy. My school daddy, my school daddy. And as time progressed, he started actually playing the role of a school dad.
Yes, because you're already
Started
put him in
asking
that
me,
zone.
yes, started asking me, oh, who do you want as a project supervisor? He even gave me money for accommodation at some point.
Oh, like
Yes.
without expecting.
That's someone who has a
anything in return.
conscience.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, you see, the other two who were quite, I had to, they were not exactly my course, how do I put this
Lecturers,
now? My
they were not your
department,
department.
yeah, my departmental lecturers. So I mean, I could get away with them after the course, right? But I mean, for that one, he was my departmental lecturer, and I knew I needed to apply my
Wisdom.
brain.
And it brings, there's something you said, Yvonne, about you being the vice president because you wanted to get back. And this is one thing, I'm coming,
Yeah.
and this is one thing that ladies who have been sexually abused, this is one thing they are prone to. They want to get back at the person that abused them. And I'm thinking, should that
I mean,
be...
I believe so
wait,
much.
I think
I'm coming.
I believe so much in karma.
Coming. So because when you are so focused on getting back, I don't think the stigma ever leaves because you're so focused on
yes,
getting
it
back.
also
You're
feels
still
like
trying
you're
to-
not healing.
You're not healing.
But in that context, let me explain what I meant by I want to get back. I want justice for every student who has been sent out of school because he would seize your results. He would, how do I put it? He will keep you back in school. This man, he's my HOD. He takes us a 4-unit course.
Wow.
And you know what a 4-unit course means in College of Medicine? You're going nowhere.
That's a lot.
So imagine you fail a 4-unit course.
What is left for you?
You're coming back.
You're
Plus every other course, you're coming back. So
very true.
I needed justice for everybody. I needed him to leave the school so students can be happy. The phone call the day I went to school, and I'm like, where is this person? And they said, this man, this is what happened. He's no longer here. I didn't know what to say. I was disappointed.
And which now brings me to the question of karma. You talked
Yeah,
about it.
I
So
mean,
do you actually believe?
I believe in karma a lot. I believe that there is no way you're doing anything to anybody and then you go scot-free.
Yeah.
My mom tells me something that you can be forgiven. You can offend me, I tell you I forgive you. It still remains in my heart. That forgive and forget thing, let's put it aside. It remains in my heart. There's that gap.
Yeah.
Right. So I just believe in karma. I believe it would happen. The same thing would actually come back to you. So I mean, I'm not bothered. Trust me. I'm not.
Definitely. I remember when one of my friends then called me. Her husband is a lecturer in biology department. She's like, move on. Hey, you won't believe that this man's daughter is in 100 level. My husband is taking her. I said, tell your husband, I will pay him. That girl has to remain in 100 level until... I didn't know my mom was hearing me. She came out and said, you will not do that. You allow her live her life. Go for the person who you feel dealt with you, not the child. I said, but how would he feel this? So, but
It does not happen to his daughter as well.
At the point, I'm like, okay, I have to get this man out of this school without entitlement. Because if I let this man, he retires, they'll be paying him. Yes,
definitely.
So when I went there, do you know what God did for me? Maybe I would have done it in a very bad way. So when I asked, like, what happened? Why did he? They're like, you don't get HIV from a student.
That's karma.
I said, okay, then that's fine. There's no need to look for him anymore.
Exactly.
That serves him right. But these things actually happen. Office spaces. Do you know the word that office? Maybe some of them I can actually pass. But when it comes to church, no, hold on.
You can't actually pass
We're going to come back to office actually.
There are some that I can't just let pass. Church. Church.
Yeah, like where you're supposed to be protected.
Yes,
and
church.
It's supposed to be your safe space actually.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. In the African tradition, we're told that the pastor is like next to God.
Next to God, actually.
And then it's, let's say, literal words, God is now like how? Come on, don't come to me with this religious thing now. I'm not interested. Do you understand? So these things happen. There's this pastor that, the pastor keeps sending me his nudes. Pastor. He would call me, tell me this, tell me that. Pastor.
Man of God.
I'll wake up in the morning, turn on my data, and the first video I'm seeing is his nudes. Him wanking in the video. So it got to a point I had to, and he was this highly placed pastor in the state. So I just wrote on my status. I said, if you don't stop me, I will post you on social media. I have nothing to lose.
At the end of the day.
Do you understand? I will post you. And then you're like, are you threatening me on your status? Are you threatening me? I said,
You feel attacked.
You always forget that I own the cyberspace. I will post everything. I will bring you down. Are you okay? Do you understand? Now imagine he's doing this to someone who cannot
Actually speak up, yes.
What do you expect? And some of them, they blackmail you too. They start from seeing your necessary visions and all of that. Blackmail you, doing things.
That's where I believe that all of us, we have stories to tell.
Very
about.
true.
That vision, they try to cover up spiritual stuff and all that. There's a whole lot to say about this. Especially even in the part of when a lady has been sexually abused, it's very difficult for her to speak up.
Yeah.
So you're telling the pastor that you go online and talk. It was even bold of you because some ladies would not have the courage to do that.
Yes.
You understand? They rather just lick their wounds, stay back and wait and probably.
And there are some ladies that would not actually go meet their pastors because even when you go discuss this sort of issues with the pastor takes advantage of that. I mean, it has happened before.
It's not.
It's happening. It's still happening.
Before
it's still happening.
This is something that has happened. So let's not even go there. Let's not go there. Let's not think anything is impossible right now.
Like, this has been a very deep conversation. We've talked about the experience and your personal experiences, so it cuts across to the work, school, and even your church, where you feel that should be your safe space. Like, hello. Now, because it's so tense in here, I think we should go on a short break.
Actually,
for the atmosphere to
douse it
relax
down
a little bit. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about the solutions. Okay, we are going to be providing solutions. So please don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. This is still the Ladies Lounge, and I believe we are still trying to reel from the effects of the conversations. Like, it has been so tense. We've been having deep conversations about sexual harassment, especially from people in authorities. And we talked about the school, we talked about work, we talked about family, we talked about church.
yeah.
And these are true life experiences that a lot of us can relate to it. Now, I want us to go back a bit to the sex for grade stuff, because while that conversation was going on, someone else was driving a different narrative that sometimes it's not the lecturer's fault. Now, sometimes the ladies are always sexually dressed. The lecturer comes to the class and sees
But
the
do
lady
you know that in a school, I mean, the school that I attended, and I've been to a couple of schools. I mean, I've been to 7, 8 state schools, and I know that before you go through the gates of the school, there is a dress code.
There's a dress code.
If you are not dressing this way, you're being sent back, right? So I do not exactly want to say it is the fault of the students. I'm not trying to say the students. We're just being logical here, right? I'm not saying it is the students' fault, right? There are some students who actually want to appeal to these lecturers because, of course, they know that
they're lacking in
their academics, and they actually, in fact, they put in their body
it intentionally.
Yes.
Do you get?
And when these ladies do it intentionally and these lecturers become sexually stimulated, it also affects other ladies that are not doing it intentionally.
Because they feel like for a student to be able to come to them directly and throw such approach to them, then every other female should be able to, right? I remember the second lecturer who tried to, have his way. You know what? I told him, Daddy, you don't have any script I can help you to mark. I want to help you to mark. He'll be like, come to my house. We have lectures tomorrow. You have to write the course, the notes we want to. I'm not even the course rep. Why do I have to write the notes, right? He'll be like, no, I want you to be the best student in your school, and so you should, in your class, and so you should come and write it, right? And I'll be like, okay, no problem. And then when I get there, it's telling me, oh, my book, a lecturer is bringing it, and I just stand up and try to look for things around. Like, okay, this script, you've not marked it. Let me help you record it on your system. Your system is not. Do you understand? Pretending dumb was the solution in that aspect.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like I was actually dumb. I knew what you were trying to do.
You're just trying to play safe.
Play safe is
the word.
Smart.
Exactly.
Smart.
So I feel like I mean, if a lecturer has the heart to want to have to want to sexually harass the students can actually stop it. I'm a testimony of that, so I believe in
Okay,
it.
well, in this case, I'll say it's just 1 out of 10.
Okay.
1
Okay.
out of 10, because first of all, let me start from the dressing. It has nothing to do with the dressing.
Very true.
In College of Health Sciences, we have a dress code.
Exactly.
Leave the general dress code. Okay? I wear my skirt and my flats and my shirt. And sometimes I'll still have to carry on my white jacket.
Or a blazer. Very
So
true.
what is sexy in that? Do you understand? So now that is one side. If a man wants to, even a nun, a man will find that nun in her apparel very sexy and appealing. Do you understand? Then in another case, you know, some men are very violent. If they want you, they want you. I don't care your logical approach. I don't care the story you're telling. For my HOD was, how do I even say it? There was no way. He told me, he said, the way you say good morning, sir, also turns me on.
Wow.
Like.
Wow.
I would be in the class, someone would come from, maybe a pharmacy student will come and be like, oh, Yvonne, I was the only student bearing this name in the full college.
Sold you out, right?
So if he says, I need you, we just call him, you go call Yvonne. And I was doing school politics, so they knew me very well. So I can be in the class and then somebody will just come, Yvonne, you HOD, for what? I'll tell the lecturer, I'm not going. Tell them you will not release me. But he's the HOD. So they will tell me, go. So this is what we do. I get to the office, I knock, because the students will have to take me. I'll tell you, you will follow me. You follow me, dear Joe. You call me, so you follow me. If you say you're not, then I'm not. So you'll be the first to knock. You enter first, I'm behind. And when he sees the student, he'll be like, you can go. Who opened the door down? Do you understand? What do you want to tell me? So that also made me not to have a good relationship with the other lecturers. So I saw all of them as predators. So it just won out of that you could do that and then it will pass. And they had a clique.
Yeah,
Definitely. Definitely.
They don't run alone.
Exactly. And then do you know the saddest part about this? If I had a friend who actually, her dad died at some point and she had to go, for like 2 months, and she came back just a day to exam. What can she write, right? And the man told her, you have what I want.
And he knows that she lost her dad.
He knows. I think she was the assistant course rep. Yes, she was the assistant course rep. And he told her, you have what I want, so we don't need to say anything. And do you know what? She gave in because she was volatile as at that point, right? And immediately he was done, he told his next best friend
to come.
She's a very... Just tell her that you give her 80/100.
And she will give in.
Now, it is this person I call a father that told me that he was also referred to her. They have that stupid clique where they come together and talk about these things.
My HOD was in my department. The other guy was in nursing and this other one was in pharmacy. So you see how, and then they had this friend that was in medicine. So they're just complete.
So it's not even just within the department. It can even be within the school.
No, everywhere. And then they have I used to say, you have your branch. I saw your branch manager in the main campus. So they do this thing to students. First of all, they go for this very young. These days you see little children come 100 levels. And then they first of all, what he did was to call me, went to his office and be like, okay, if you don't hit this, you're going to leave the school. Yes, so you need to do this. And I'm like, okay, this is very good. So it starts from there.
And since we've already started talking about the solutions, you mentioned about playing smart and also playing dumb at the same time.
Yeah.
All that some, because I'm sure there are a lot of ladies that have this experiences and they are looking for ways to heal. How do they go? How do they overcome the stigma? Because it affects both the confidence. You are now the victim. You lose like your self-esteem.
I think another point for me, I'm sorry if I'm going to cut you short, Yvonne. Another point for me is actually speaking up. Now, not speaking up to the wrong person.
Yeah. How do you know the right person?
Exactly. This is where trust comes in. This is where you could trust a friend. Do not report sexual abuse of your boss, your lecturer, to another boss or lecturer, a manager. Do you understand me?
It will indict you.
Exactly. You have to talk to a friend. If you do not have a friend, seek online advice.
Yeah, I think there are
Go
platforms
online
now.
Yes,
where,
now do that.
where you can talk to anybody. You can talk to a professional in this aspect, right? I think that would actually help a lot. I mean, I think I'm made from the streets, so anyhow you do me, I have solution for all your problems. Don't worry. So me, I'm fine, right? But for every other person, I think that's a very vital point.
Yeah, and then the federal government also, the Ministry of Women Affairs and Ministry of Health has a department for this. USAID also has a department. Do you understand? United Nations too, where they listen, they reintegrate these people. So the best thing for me is speak up, seek for solution, seek for help. Okay, you can actually see someone, this female advocate, this rape advocate, go to them, write them. Do you understand? Write them.
And then I know about the support groups. So there are people who have been sexually abused and they've learned to overcome and everything, and they arrange this support group where you can come. It's like a safe space where you can come, share, then people talk to you. Okay, this is how I was able to overcome mine, and this is how you can be able to. But there are a lot of communities like that where you can even remain anonymous.
Yes, very true. I agree with you. That's one solution as well.
Wow. And we just had to.
This is so revealing.
I mean,
and I'm sure that this is just like a few experiences out of the million.
Yes,
very true.
Because I'm sure there are ladies watching us right now. You've got a lot to share. So why don't you do that on our social media handles? Okay, so go to Instagram, Facebook. If you want to share about maybe your how you've been sexually harassed and also preferring solutions, this is how you were able to overcome it. Please feel free. It's Ladies Lounge on Instagram and Facebook, and don't forget to also follow us at UTV Africa. Thank you so much. I'm sure this has been revealing. This has been enlightening. This has been amazing.
yeah.
Very true.
Please do join us next week. We have more topics coming up, all right? Topics that you will be interested in. So please do make it a date with us. Same time next week, same station. For now, from us, it's bye. Thank you so much, ladies, for
Why are you thanking me? Why? Are we done?
No,
we can't be done now. We just started.
We just started.
Actually. But we are not done, right? So
we might just have a part 2, but for now, I think this is okay because I'm still trying to catch my breath.